Hello, and welcome to Video Break. We're in Psalm 28:2. Hear my cry for mercy, as I call to you for help, as I lift up my hands towards your most holy place. Here again, David's most sincere. I marvel. Because, I talked about this a little bit yesterday, but I'm just wondering if you trust God, if I trust God enough to be sincere, to be open, to be true, to be who we truly are. Or do we have to put on this religious face and pretend that, maybe we're not upset, or maybe that we're not discouraged, or maybe that we're not, our hope is dissipating. David, this was pretty sincere when he says that, hear me, God. And it was God that David wanted. He wanted God's attention, and David was crying out for mercy, but he wanted God to answer him, and he needed God's help, and he was lifting his hands. His heart was humble. And so I think humility expresses itself in sincerity. And so I think pride reveals itself in, I've got it all together. And it doesn't appear sincere. It doesn't appear vulnerable because it's too risky to be those things. But David knew that he needed help, and he knew where to go. He knew he needed God's hand upon him. And if you're in a situation where you need help, can I just encourage you to call out to the one that can be your source of strength? To call out to your maker, to call out to your creator with your hands lifted high towards heaven, asking for his mercy. Maybe you're not in that place. Maybe life is just going so wonderful right now that you don't need a thing. But maybe that's exactly what you need. Maybe you don't realize that. Maybe you don't realize, I'm going to say something harsh, I think almost, that if you're not in need, then you're not in a good place. Because David was always in a place of need because he realized God was his source. And so need is not a sign of weakness. Need is a sign of strength when you know where your source is. And if it's in and of yourself, you're going to continue to remain weak. But if it's God, then you're in the greatest place that you can be. Because it opens up the door to allow him to help you in your greatest time of need. So I don't know where you're at, but if you're in a place of need, I just say you're in a good place. But go to your source. You, my friend, have a wonderful day.